Happy 4th of July, everybody. To celebrate America's freedom from the British monarchy, I'm just trying to look at some sick sneakers. Alright, in all seriousness, happy 4th of July to those out there that celebrates it. I am not American myself, but Independence Day is quite important for any country. It just so happens that there's a lot of sneakers that commemorate USA. So in this video, I just want to take a look at my personal favorite top 5 USA themed sneakers. And by USA theme, I don't mean any shoes that just has red, white, or blue. The sneaker has to actually be marketed as either USA themed or Olympic themed, which is typically USA unless they state it otherwise. So let's get into it. So at number 5, we have the Nike Air Force 180s. The silhouette originally released in 1991, with Charles Barkley wearing the Olympic colorways in the 1992 Olympics. And since then it has retroed multiple times, with the latest retro being 2016. This sneaker is a chunky boy. Like, you look at the Air Force 180, the silhouette just screams 90s in your face. Now what I love about the 180s is how they play with the colors. What draws me most to this shoe is that little splatter or speckled of gold right above the air unit. For me, that aspect of the sneaker just takes the cake. Other than that, the sneaker is just predominantly white and navy, with a little bit of red on the heel and the inside of the tongue. There's also a tiny hint of gold on the tongue and on the strap. Overall, it's a clean shoe. It's one of those shoes that you can just wear, and all the sneakerheads knows what it is, and all the non-sneakerheads is just not gonna care. For being such a thick shoe in both weight and height, it's ironically very low profile in terms of attention. Non-sneakerheads isn't gonna bust their necks at it, which is a good thing, by the way. So moving on to number 4, is the Nike Air Jordan 1s Olympics from 2008. I think there was a couple more Olympics that released afterwards, but these specifically is the ones that I'm talking about. So first off, this is one of the most unorthodox pair of ones I had ever seen. By that, I mean the color scheme just doesn't follow a Jordan 1 guidelines, What strikes me out the most is that midsole. 90% of the Jordan 1s out there has a white midsole, but this one chooses to go with a blue and use red stitching to wrap it up. It's jarring to look at first. One of my friends back in the day actually has this pair that he wears almost daily. And I'll say, man, this pair actually looks really, really good on foot. This doesn't even look like a Jordan 1s, but it's a clean looking shoe, especially the little touches Jordan brand used to do back in the day. A lot of Jordan 1s and the Dunks, when it's themed, they used to have like a little logo more often than now. Like the fragment's a little bit of a throwback, but now they don't use it as often as they used to do it before. So that's a really nice touch. What gets me with the sneaker is that red swoosh with that golden team logo on the side, and then the shiny silver. It's like, oh dude, leather's so shiny on that ankle, man. I love that ankle collar. And number 3 goes to the Olympic Nike Air Max 1s from 2015. I see this sneaker as a predominantly white and navy sneaker, and then it uses a little hint of red and gold as accents, and again, that's how you do it. Because red and blue on sneakers, it's really tough to make it look good. You don't want to make the sneaker look too fruity. That gold swoosh is like, there's no gold on anywhere except for that swoosh, and that's just the perfect touch. And it's overall just such a clean sneaker. Man, I might have to hunt down a pair of these after making a video. These are clean. Now let's move on to number 2. The Jordan 7s Olympics. Originally released in 1992 and has seen multiple retros. The latest I think would be 2016, I want to say. I remember they also made a For the Love of the Game version of the sneaker, and that was weird. It was a 7 with a heart. Classic sneaker. Just like the Jordan 1s, this is one of those sneakers that looks so good on the feet. The pictures for the sneakers don't do it justice. You need these sneakers to be on feet to know how sick they are. You got the gold and red mountain peaks, the gold Jumpman stitching on the tongue and on the side, and all that silver classic Jordan Nike touch. That all navy tongue, and with that 9 on the back, because that's Michael Jordan's number when he played for the Dream Team in 1992. This shoe, alongside with the Air Force 180s, is like a piece of history. You know what I mean? Like 1992, I was not yet born. That's how iconic that Olympic is to basketball. I wasn't even born yet, and I know about it. So that's what this shoe represents to me. But it's not number 1. Okay, I'm gonna say it's not number 1. The number 1 spot has to go to the Jordan 6. So this shoe originally released in 2000s, and then they retroed again in 2012. This is a predominantly white and navy pair with just a little hint of red on the lace tips and on the Jumpman. But seeing how close the color blocking is to the Carmine 6s, and I think the Carmine 6s is one of the best shoe in history. I don't know why the Carmines is the only colorway in the OG lineup that used that color blocking. Back in the day, if you want this color blocking on the 6, it's either the Carmines or the Olympics. So basically, the reason why this is number 1 in the USA theme list is because they look like the Carmines. Alright, I'm gonna admit it. That's why. It's because they look like the Carmines. I'm sorry. The Carmines is sick. So that was my top 5 personal favorite USA themed sneakers. It's not like I only buy Nikes and Jordans. My daily drivers is actually, believe it or not, the Mexico 66. You know, the Nippon made joints. Got it in Japan. And it just seems that by coincidence, my top 5 just happens to be all the stuff that Nike has put out. Or Jordan Brand. Happy 4th of July once again, guys, for those that celebrate. I don't live in the US, but I'll still have fun. I'm pretty sure at least a few of our local restaurants will use the 4th of July as an excuse for discounts or happy hour or something. Anyways, take care of yourself and don't forget to stay safe, guys. Peace.